Many men pray every day for financial breakthrough. But here's a question worth asking. Can God trust you with the money you are asking him for? Let me rephrase that. Can you be trusted if God eventually blesses you with the kind of money you have been earnestly praying for? In other words, if God answered your prayers and entrusted you with that level of wealth today, could you be trusted to handle it wisely? Sometimes, the greatest test is not poverty, but prosperity. Yes, you heard me right. It is possible that what is delaying your breakthrough is not God's inability to bless you, but his concern about what wealth might do to your character. If the moment money enters your life, you begin to neglect God, disrespect your wife, or start chasing other women because you suddenly feel you have more options, then money will not be a blessing. It will become a weapon that destroys everything you once prayed for. Unfortunately, some men are faithful only because they cannot afford to be unfaithful. I repeat, some men are faithful only because they cannot afford to be unfaithful. Their pockets has become their self-control. But the day they become financially successful, they abandon the wife who stood beside them when they had nothing and begin to pursue women who never shared their struggles. But here is something even more sobering. Some of you do not even have much money, yet that little you have has already made you accessible to many women. That little has opened the door for married women, single women, widows, ladies, and even young girls to have access to your nakedness. That little has already brought confusion, distrust, and chaos into your marriage. If a small increase in your finances has changed your character this much, what will happen if God entrusts you with far greater wealth? That is a question every man should answer honestly before asking God for more. And perhaps it's also a question every wife should prayerfully consider before asking God to increase her husband's wealth. If God blesses him with more, will he use that blessing to strengthen his family or to destroy the peace of his own home? The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 10, verse I think 22, it says, "The blessing of the Lord maketh rich, and added no sorrow with it." The blessing of the Lord was never designed to make a wife cry. God gives wealth to bring peace, security, and joy to a home, not betrayal, sleepless nights, and emotional wounds. When money becomes the reason your wife loses her peace, the problem is not the blessing, it is the character of the man who received it. Instead of using financial success to build their home, they use it to destroy the very family they once prayed for. I have seen marriages that were peaceful until money arrived. Instead of bringing comforts and security, wealth brought pride. Wealth brought infidelity. Wealth brought fear and heartbreak. The wife who once celebrated her husband's success now lives in anxiety, wondering who he's with and whether he will ever come home faithful. A blessing placed in the wrong hands can become a curse to an entire family. As a man, before asking God for a greater wealth, ask him to give you a heart that can handle it. Let loyalty increase with you. With your income, not decreases. Not decrease. Not decrease. If you cannot remain faithful when you become successful, then you are not truly ready for success. Because real prosperity is not measured by the size of your bank account, but by the strength of your character and your ability to honor God and be loyal to the wife who believed in you before the money ever came.